And breaking news coming in at the moment, and this is in regard to One Nation, One Poll. And the news that we are getting in at the moment, the cabinet has cleared the One Election, One Nation, the big move towards One Nation, One Poll. The breaking news that's coming in at the moment with that nod from the cabinet that has been given to the Kovind panel report. Do remember the panel report was submitted, and this is the breaking news that we are getting in regard to One Nation, One Poll, and this is breaking news coming in at the moment. This is to be implemented within the Modi 3.0. That is what Home Minister Amit Shah had said on the day of the 100 days of the Modi 3.0 government. Do remember the Home Minister had said that One Nation, One Election will be implemented within the next 5 years, and that is before the completion of the tenure of Modi 3.0. This was said at the ceremony of the NDA government completing 100 days of assuming office in the Modi 3.0 government. And now the government plans to implement this One Nation, One Poll within the tenure of this government, is what Amit Shah had gone on to say. Do remember this was also in the speech of the Independence Day function of the Prime Minister, making it a compelling case for One Nation, One Election, emphasizing that frequent elections are slowing down the country's development. So the nation has to come forward for One Nation, One Election, with the Modi government there urging during the speech that was made during Independence Day from the Red Fort, encouraging political parties to support this initiative for the progress of the nation. So this is the Prime Minister calling for the unity in ensuring that the national resources are allocated for the common good. We have to come forward to realize the dream of One Nation, One Election, is what the Prime Minister had said, reiterating the importance of collective responsibility. So now the nod, the cabinet nod that has been given to that, this proposal is a key element in the BJP's manifesto. A high-level panel chaired by the former President Ram Nath Kovind had recommended simultaneous elections for both the Lok Sabha and the state assemblies as the first step, with local body polls to follow within 100 days. The Law Commission on its part, expecting obviously to propose a synchronized polls across all three levels of government, the Lok Sabha, the state assemblies and the local bodies such as municipalities as well as panchayats, by 2029. They're also considering a provision for unity governments in case of hung houses or no confidence motion. So the Ram Nath Kovind panel has got the nod. They have not really specified a timeline for implementing the proposed changes, but calling for the creation of that implementation group to ensure smoother rollout of its recommendation. The panel has suggested 18 constitutional amendments, most of which do not require state assembly ratification but will need Parliament's approval in the form of constitutional amendment bill. So an approval, cabinet approval there of One Nation, One Election. Breaking news coming in with a green light to One Nation, One Election, a proposal that was made. This was part of the Prime Minister's speech on Independence Day from the Red Fort, where the Prime Minister had spoken of the need, had urged during that speech, encouraging political parties to support this initiative for the progress of the nation. The Prime Minister had called for unity in ensuring that the national resources are allocated for the common good. We have to come forward to realize the dream of One Nation, One Election, is what the Prime Minister had reiterated while talking about the importance of collective responsibility. So do remember that on Independence Day, the Prime Minister had made that compelling case for One Nation, One Election. And to get more on this, we have Maria joining us. Maria, the cabinet approval there of that report that was submitted, the Ram Nath Kovind report that was submitted of One Nation, One Election.
Yes, that's right. That's right. The panel headed by the former President, Mr. Ram Nath Kovind, had submitted its report, remember, in the month of March, that is 4 months ago, and that was ahead of the Lok Sabha elections announcement. Now, that was placed by the Law Ministry in the cabinet today, and the cabinet has given its nod to the Ram Nath Kovind panel, which is essentially has batted for simultaneous polls. Let me try and give you some details of this high-level committee. The high-level committee had essentially said that the Lok Sabha elections, the state assemblies election should be synchronized first. That will be the first step to synchronize them, the Lok Sabha and the Assembly elections, which is in various, 27 states across the country. And then the next step of local body elections can be done within 100 days. So the elections at multiple levels, because we have a three-tiered system of polls, remember, or the Panchayati Raj system, as we keep talking about, which begins from the local bodies, goes to the assemblies, and then to the Lok Sabha. So the first step was talking about that. The